laid down his life for his friend, for his brother, for his sister, for his people. He gave his life for us. He was sincere. He believed that he could judge white people by his own good heart.
Thank you.
He believed that he could appeal to the moral conscience of the white man. I'm here to tell you that the white man ain't got no moral, he ain't got no conscience. He was a good-hearted man. He was a man from God. And we're taught in science that in a laboratory, no experiment is a failure, even if it just proves to you that it can't be done that way. The laboratory, whatever the experiment is in the laboratory, it's a success. So, and the walls came tumbling down, rolled off of the presses. And they put Reverend Abernathy in the position that he's now fanning the flames of something that they had a fire that they had already started a long time ago. So then they tell you that he had all of these women. And the night before he was killed, you were crying all of these tears about King, and you think he was so great. And the night before he was killed, there was this woman, and the next morning another woman, and she was mad, and he took his fist and punched a woman like with a Mike Tyson punch and knocked the woman all the way across the bed. What is the devil doing? He's saying, this is your non-violent man. Your non-violent man was violent, and he busted the woman in her mouth and knocked her over the bed, trying to destroy the good image and the good record and reputation of Dr. Martin Luther King. Then all of you rose up. What are we doing? And Ralph Abernathy, why would he do this, and why he's a traitor, and he's this and he's that. But when the dispute happened between the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Minister Malcolm X, and when Minister Malcolm X came out with the domestic life of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and started saying that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had his little girl secretaries, when that really was not the truth, that he had wives, but we claimed to be Africans, and Malcolm was at the forefront of that movement. Is that right?
That's right.
And no African criticizes an African for having more than one wife. It's a part of African tradition.
Right.
Plus the 33rd chapter, the 66th chapter of the Holy Quran talks about the domestic life of Muhammad and puts it into proper spiritual and divine perspective. But when Malcolm came out with that against the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you couldn't understand our feelings about that. So God gives you someone that you love,
right,
Dr. King, and he waits 20 years and brings it full circle right back in your face. And when Ralph David Abernathy came out with the domestic life of Dr. King, then you could see, then you could understand that when an image is a good image, when it's a good role model, because we don't have many that the enemy has not destroyed, you want to keep that role model pure. You want to keep it intact. You want to keep it in clear focus with the spotlight on it so we can all pull up off of it and pull up from it until our legs get strong under us. And so they attempted to destroy the good role model of Dr. Martin Luther King. Now to Brother Mandela. It is my sincere belief that after 27 years of imprisonment, to release Mandela now, certainly I'm like Hugh Masekela and the others, I want to see Nelson Mandela walking on the streets of Johannesburg with Winnie Mandela. Yes, arm in arm. Yes, I do. But I also know you lift the ban on PAC, devil. When you lift the ban on ANC, devil. When you lift the ban on the other anti-apartheid movements. When you let Sisulu and Oliver Tambo and let them all come back home. When you release the political prisoners, I think it was Frantz Fanon who said it. Fanon said that whenever the enemy gives you certain concessions, Fanon says, know that the enemy is going to tighten the reins in many other areas. This is a wise devil, a smart, crooked deceiver. And so when he does that, He says, well, now, Mandela is 71 now. Tambo is an old man. Sisulu is an old man. They'll be dead in a little while. We need to know who the new revolutionaries are. Who are the new ones waiting in the wings? Who are the ones who don't believe in one man, one vote? Who are the ones that don't believe in a multiracial government? And I'm here to tell you, I don't believe in no damn one man, one vote in South Africa. I don't believe in a multiracial government in South Africa. And you make a fool of yourself if you believe in it. Come on, babies' caskets, black babies have gone to the grave, a long procession of them. Our children, young black men, young black women, babies of ours have gone to their grave. Men, women, children, elders have gone to their grave. I remember the Sharpeville massacre. I remember Soweto. I remember the mass graves where they would just push us in the graves with bulldozers and cover us up. I remember the gold mines and the diamond mines where we lose our lives every day. We're losing lives there right now. Going miles underground so that the white man can stay in power and have riches. I remember all of that. And I say, hell no. No one man, one vote. You get 24 hours to get out. Once we gain our liberation, we take 24 hours in South Africa to get out of town by Sunday. Don't get out of town by Sunday. You kill everything white. It ain't right, that's in the sun. They don't deserve to live. Why would you want them to live? You are weak-hearted when it comes to your white enemy. But you are murderous when it comes to yourself. Oh, yes, you are. And we took over Liberia. We have to humiliate and murder Doe. Doe has to murder and humiliate Talbot. The new leader, one of the best friends of Thomas Sankara in Burkina Faso at the capital of Ouagadougou. And so you seize power in Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, and you cut the head of your friend off and decapitate your black friend and roll his head in the streets. Nigeria. When we take over a coup d'etat, we kill the leader or jail him and then kill him later. But what about Zimbabwe?
Come on.
Rhodesia, as it was. Takes notes. The USA takes notes from the USA. The Union of South Africa takes notes from the United States of America. Yes, they do. Bush has told de Klerk, look, man, you got to stop this, man. You can't keep having a colored toilet and a red bus and a green bus and a colored beach or a black, a Kaffir beach and a white beach and all of these passes. Let the niggas swim with the rest of the folks. Let the niggas stay in the hotel with everybody else. Then we can lift the economic sanctions on you, which ain't really amounting to nothing no way. And the others can lift their sanctions against you. Israel has always remained close to you. All the others can come out in the open with you again. And it will put the whole world to sleep. Everyone will win public opinion. You'll do what we did with Jim Crow in America. We took Jim Crow segregation and stopped our niggas from going to the back door. We put it so that our niggas could come in the front door. We put a new garment on Jim Crow. We dressed Jim Crow up another way. And we made Jim Crow look different so that the niggas would think they were free. That's right. And I'm telling you, FW, I'm telling you, boy, our niggas are in check. Our niggas run for president. Our niggas can run for anything they want to run for. And if they don't run fast enough, we got something to make. He said, that's what you've got to do in South Africa. Make it look like you've dismantled apartheid. You're going to still be in power, de Klerk.